Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Luis, and in this video I will be unboxing and reviewing this Android TV box, the X98 Mini. This box was sent to me by Sanzu. Sanzu is a company in China that sells TV boxes. They have their own website and they sell also in AliExpress. I will be leaving the links in the video description if you want to check out the products and also other products that they sell. Okay, so this is the content of the package. We can find inside the remote, the HDMI cable, the power supply, the user manual, and the box with itself. It works with AV output, HDMI, 2 USB slots, 1 card reader. This version is 4 gigs of RAM, 64 of ROM. And as you can see passing on the screen, the processor is Amlogic S905W2. It also has HDR10 Plus, and the batteries are not included. It requires 2 AAA. Power supply, this one is the European version, 5 volts, 2000 milliamps. And this is the website from Sanzo, and this is the box booting, and the video in some parts will be playing faster in order the video not to be so long. Okay, so this is how we access the settings, and I didn't tell you already, but this box works with Android 11. Okay, Android TV OS version 11. Okay, so this is a quick overview about all the other settings like you see on your tablet or on your smartphone. It has Bluetooth, and this is the launcher, nothing special. Let's have a look at the application that comes pre-installed and checking if we have updates to do. Okay, nothing. And we also have another application to update from a file. And these are the applications that come with the box. I didn't install nothing yet. The box is rooted, and as I told you, it comes with Bluetooth. Right now I'm pairing with the amplifier, and it's paired. Also, the Google Play Store works really well, no issues at all. All the applications I searched were available to install, so I don't see any restrictions. For me, it's working perfectly. So I will install something just to show that it's working perfectly. So I will install AIDA64. Okay, so now you can check all the system CPU, display, network, battery, Android devices, blah 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 blah, everything about the box. Okay, so let me close this. So this is all the specs, more in detail. If you want, you can read, you can pause, and you can read more in details all the specs about this box. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's get out of 8064. Let's check now YouTube. Okay, so remember, in order to stream something from YouTube directly to your TV, it will depend not only on your hardware but also with your internet speed. So this means that you can have the better machine, the better TV box in the world. If your network doesn't supply speed for streaming, the quality for sure will be bad. This is not the case for me. I have a good connection, and right now the box is working with the cable, the Ethernet cable. It's wired, and we are in 4K resolution, but the monitor that I'm displaying the video is 1080. That's why it's downscaling from 4K to Full HD, but it's working really well, so no issues to play 4K directly from YouTube. So approved. Okay, so now I will be attaching.
Open Google Play Store.
Okay, so I didn't tell you something, so I'm using another remote control, one of mine.
Open Kodi.
One that I already made the review. It has a microphone and a gyroscope, so I can control. This is the remote I'm using. As you can see, it has a microphone, and it's easier to review the box with this one, so I'm not using the one that came with the box, but it works well. It doesn't have the gyroscope, neither the microphone, but rather than that it works good. Okay, so I will attach a USB hard drive to the media center, and I'm searching for it, and I cannot find my hard drive. So this is the, although it shows like external storage, it's not the external storage, it's the ROM, the read-only memory. It's the 64 gigabytes, and this is my hard drive, and I cannot find it. Why? Because probably it requires more power to power the hard drive. So I will be using a flash drive instead for the testing with the media files, because I'm using the other USB port for the transmitter for my remote. So if I have one disk with the two USB connectors, for sure it will work because it has power from both cables. Okay, so now that I've plugged the USB flash drive, it found already USB disk. So let me locate the folder with the files and let's start testing. So let's start 1080p 30 frames per second, and should be a breeze. Okay, so 1080 30 frames per second, working perfectly. And the black bars on the side of the screen, it's normal because this is a widescreen and the resolution is set to 1080, so it shows the black bars, so it's completely normal. Okay, so those black bars don't show on a normal screen, but this is a widescreen. Okay, also no issues for this one. So 60 frames per second, 1080p perfectly, no issues. Let's switch to 4K 30 frames per second. It seems to play well, and I forgot to say it, so this is the video codec H.264 and it's playing good. And finally let's switch to 60 frames per second 4K, and this one it's not playing good. Okay, so it's with delay sound from the image and it's struggling to read. So this is caused by the USB connection probably, and I can tell you already because I already edited the video and made all the tests. This is the box is able to read this, but the read speed from the flash drive into the box, it's not enough. That is why it's struggling and it's not being able to play with no issues. Okay, so one of the cons of this box, it's not having a USB 3.0 connection, so we lose speed that is required for this kind of files, but should not be a problem because normally the files that we normally use are with 30 frames per second, not 60 frames per second. So I believe you will not have problems with your own movies playing on this file. So because we will open here these ones, this is a Matroska file, also in 4K 24 frames per second, codec HEVC, and it's playing flawless, perfectly fine, the colors perfect, everything is working amazing, reading from the flash drive. So no issues at all. Okay, it's working perfectly, so the box is perfectly capable of playing 4K. Let's switch the file to another one, 4K. codec H.264, and it's playing perfectly well. Okay, so I think it's approved for playback files from the flash drive. Remember, so if you have 60 frames per second or more, you need to move the files inside the box, not from the flash drive. But the box will be able to play with no issues, okay? Further in the video I will copy that file that it was not able to read or to play without issues directly into the internal memory, and it will work perfectly. Okay, so now we are playing 10-bit files, and this one 1080p 30 frames per second, playing really well. This one also 140 megabits, and this one is 4K already, playing well. 200 megabits, also no issues, playing really well from the flash drive. And this one, the other boxes I already reviewed in the channel, none was able to play it. This one is able to play it, although the speed is not correct. So I will copy this file into the internal memory, and I assure you that the box is able to play with no issues. Okay, so this struggle is related to the speed of the USB connection. Okay, so I also made Wi-Fi and Ethernet speed test. This is Ethernet, so cable connected, and now I will switch to Wi-Fi. And let's repeat the test. Okay, so when possible, always have your cable on in your device, because it's really better for the internet connection. So if I wanted to cast from my phone to the Android box, and this is a Poco X3 NFC, and I could find the box, and the box detected my phone, but I was unable to connect, so the box disappeared from my smartphone. I don't know what happened. I tried several times and the result was always the same. I could not repeat the test with the other phone. I don't have any more phones, so this was the possible test. And gaming, is this box able to game? Yes, for sure it is. So you can see it's playing really well. No pixels, no slow. It's playing really well. It's a good gaming and playing experience. So for gaming, it's for sure approved. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Okay, so I don't have a login for Netflix, so I will only show you that the box comes with the Netflix application, but I couldn't test it because, as I told you, I don't have a username and password for it. Okay, so I assume it works, but I cannot tell you if it only plays 1080p or if it plays 4K. I don't know. It comes with the application, but I couldn't sign in. It was also really easy to sideload applications from outside the Play Store, so I downloaded in my computer the APK files into the flash drive, and now with another application, a file manager, I'm installing directly into the TV box with no issues. So it's really easy to sideload applications to your TV box. I will also, as I told you, I will copy the file of the 400 megabits that the box was struggling to read from the flash drive. I will copy directly into the internal memory, and we will play that from there and check how it goes. So it starts too fast, but now it goes to normal speed, and as you can see, it plays perfectly well. So it's related to the flash drive and the connection. It works really well, no issues. So as I told you, the box it's rooted, and I wanted to show you with another application that the box is rooted. For some guys it's important the box is to be rooted. Okay, green, it's rooted. Okay, we are almost at the end, so I also installed Antutu for the people that likes to see the scores. I don't really care about the scores. I care about if the box is able to perform in streaming my files from my NAS, from YouTube, from whatever. If it is able to play all the files I launch. But if you want numbers, here you have the numbers from Antutu. Okay, so now I will show you the box connected to a TV, and you will be able to see there is no black bars on the right as it was on the monitor, and it works really well. The overall experience is good, and I believe it's a good box. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And this was the video that was unable to play from the flash drive, and as you can see, it works really well. This is the one with 400 megabits. Thank you very much. I'll catch you on a new video. Bye bye.